All right, Leo folks, let's see what Scorpio season has for you guys. So, of course, you guys are ruled by the sun, so the sun will be in Scorpio, obviously, so it makes it Scorpio season. So, of course, spooky and fun, and I kind of like it. Of course, Capricorn, or Pluto is doing what Pluto is doing there in Capricorn at that 29 degrees. So there's a lot of endings here, a lot of old cycles being closed out. Mars will be moving into your sign, which will hopefully be giving you guys a little bit of energy, a little kick, getting yourself up and moving. And however, we'll be moving pretty slow because it is going to station retrograde in December, so it's not going to be as fun and fiery as it normally would be when it's in Leo. So just kind of keep that in mind. I think that's about it for y'all, unless you have placements in the first like 0 degrees of Leo. I don't think Pluto's really gonna affect you. If you do have something at 0 degrees of Leo, you might see a pretty intense situation pop up, or maybe you have to make a decision about something. But other than that, Leo isn't really getting hit with a lot, other than the fact that Scorpio is in a harsh aspect to your sign. So there's also likely to be some conflicts going on that's going to make you kind of dig into like the deeper recesses of your mind during this time. So let's pull the cards. What does Scorpio season as a whole hold for Leo? What can we expect for Scorpio? Page of Cups, right? So messages. So again, these are emotional messages. Emotional offers. You could be learning something also about your own like emotional state during this time. Scorpio is really good at digging things up from the deep, dark depths. So if you're pretty good at hiding things there, you may kind of start learning some things about yourself during this time as well when it comes to your emotional state. But overall, kind of a good vibe of like you've got some good attention coming your way, right? You've got some good just an emotional vibe of pretty decent energy going on. Something unexpected for Leo during Scorpio season. So there it is, the High Priestess. So you guys might be getting some really big intuitive hits here. This is also kind of like things that are hidden as well. So maybe you see some things revealed that maybe you weren't quite ready for. With this Page of Cups moving towards that High Priestess there, these could be like messages about, like emotional messages about things that maybe your intuition already knows, but you're not quite ready to admit to, or you've just been trying to ignore. So kind of keep that in mind. You might find some things out during this time that maybe you're not super comfortable with. But intuitively, I think you already know that these things are happening, that these things are going on under the surface. How to stay grounded. How can Leo stay grounded during Scorpio season? How can Leo stay grounded? During Scorpio season. Oh, we got a couple of them here. Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. So if there's something new that you've been working on, something new that you've wanted to start, now might be a really good time for you to go ahead and plant that seed and start moving forward with it. This is something that's going to kind of keep you grounded, keep you in the here and now, so that if whatever it is that's coming up through this High Priestess doesn't kind of throw you off track, right? Sometimes we can get lost in the information that comes out, especially if it's something that we were already trying to avoid. So definitely make sure that you are taking those steps for yourself. You are moving forward on the things that bring you stability, on maybe there's a financial venture, a business venture, a new job, something like that that you were looking at. Now would be a good time to really start moving forward on that. Jobs are kind of collapsing right now with Pluto at that 29th degree of Capricorn, especially ones that have really toxic work environments. So there could be something here about you just moving on to a different job, moving on to a different career, like starting new, and doing that is going to help keep you, again, here in the here and now, instead of getting like lost and floating into the ethers when it comes to like that Scorpio energy, or getting stuck too far in your subconscious. An important emotion for Leo during this time. Oops. An important, oh, there we go. King of Cups. So King of Cups is like really having a good handle on your emotional state. It's being emotionally available. This is so this is your emotion. So it's not likely that this is somebody else in your space with this energy. It's more you're putting out this energy of being emotionally stable, being able to offer like that that good advice, right? Like this is like that dad that's always really understanding and compassionate, but also very stern at the same time, type of energy. And honestly, Leo is a very warm and loving, compassionate sign. So this is like, again, kind of pulling yourself out of the recesses of your mind and helping others kind of work through maybe some difficult times that they're dealing with as well. And that's going to also help kind of keep you grounded in like your immediate space as well, so you're not getting, you know, lost in your own head. Something that will inspire. This may even be you kind of handling rough situations from a very emotionally grounded space as well. Something that will inspire. Leo. Oh, that's way too many. I'm not taking that whole handful. Let's just get one more. One card, please. There we go. Seven of Pentacles. So there's an adjustment that you're making to your stability. There's adjustments that are being made to your finances. Again, could be a new job, could be a new business venture. It could be just making adjustments in your current job or your current business as well. But this is, it's that weeding the garden energy, right? What is in your space that is hindering your growth? Making sure that you're getting that out of there. That's what we're doing with Pluto at this 29 degrees. Getting rid of the things that are keeping us from moving forward, that are keeping us from growing. And as soon as you start pulling that stuff up and you start having that room to grow, it's almost immediately things start to kick off as well. And that will give you a lot of inspiration to keep going. Spirit guide speaking to Leo during Scorpio season. Spirit guide speaking to Leo during, oh, there we go, Scorpio season. All right, I like this one actually. Again, like I said, a lot of jobs are collapsing, especially jobs that involve, toxic environments, petty behavior. And we've got this Five of Wands. This is like petty little conflicts, right? These little arguments that are always just annoying, right? These aren't full-blown arguments. These are those stupid little things that just drive you crazy, right? And then we got the Eight of Pentacles with it. So there's something in this little pettiness that's going on, maybe with your work. Maybe people are overly critical, or what, you're always feeling like you have to defend your work, something along those lines. Something in that is your spirit guides telling you that maybe this isn't it for you. Maybe you need to be in a place where you're more appreciated. But when you're seeing these things come up, listen to the voices that start popping into your head, okay? See what your spirit guides are telling you when you're having these little conflicts over your work, and see where that's guiding you to go, because your intuition is really going to be guiding you during this time. But again, because Scorpio is in a conflict with your sign, that intuition is probably going to be showing you places where those changes need to be made, right? It's not going to be like super easy and simple. There's some kind of conflict that creates these changes. How to best support yourself? How can Leo best support themselves during Scorpio season? Can Leo best support that? It doesn't want to tell me just wing it. Let only best support themselves. There we go. All right, we got King of Pentacles and Queen of Swords. Again, defend yourself. Defend your work. Defend your finances. Defend what you're doing. This feels very much like King of Pentacles is like King Midas, right? Like everything he touches turns to gold. So it's like having to defend your work, having to speak up for yourself, having to say the feisty words that cut through somebody's thick skull to get them to hear you. Standing up for yourself, making sure that those boundaries are really, really clear when it comes to your abundance, your finances, your work, things of those natures. What do we have on the bottom here? The moon. The moon. So things might feel a little all over the place here. You might feel a bit emotional. I really think, like I said earlier, there's some stuff that I think you're already seeing. Maybe they've been a little all over the place for a while. Your intuition's been kicking, but you haven't quite been able to see exactly what it is that's triggering it. That's what's kind of feeding this, is that underlying ickiness that you've maybe been feeling in whatever situations you've been in. But like you can't quite put your finger on it, like that type of energy. Clarifiers for our Page of Cups, please. What can we expect from this Page of Cups? I'm kind of hearing that like you start speaking your intuition and people start realizing that you know what's going on. So now they start sucking up to you. I don't know. Clarifiers for our Page of Cups. Oh, what do we got? There's confirmation on that High Priestess and that Ace of Wands. Okay, let's get one more, please. Yikes. And the King of Wands. So, yeah, it's like you start speaking up on this intuition, right? Or you start acting on the intuition. You start following your passions. You start saying, you know what? My gut's telling me this isn't for me. I need to go follow this other path. I need to get out of here. And you start standing on your own. You start chasing your own passions. King of Wands is very grounded in chasing their passions, right? So it's almost like maybe you've even said something and it's been dismissed or something. And now when you actually take the action, now they want to suck up to you. Like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. And we have Death on the bottom. So there's this transformation that's feeding this. There's these endings that are really happening just in the collective as a whole. I said it really feels like there's going to be like mass quitting happening over these next few weeks, okay? Especially in these like toxic work environments where people are always like picking on each other and talking shit about each other, things like that. So you may be in this same realm as a couple of the other signs are seeing as well. What is influencing gratitude and patience? So I think you've kind of been, number one, patient, obviously. So you've been just kind of slow moving, paying attention, observing. Now this gratitude, it's like, I'm thankful for the opportunity that I've had here, but now it's time for me to move on, right? Like that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Like you've been patient, you're still trying to be patient, and you're just reaching that point where you know it's just time to move on, okay? What is your advice for Scorpio season? What is Leo's advice? Scorpio season? Realization. Make sure that you're paying attention to these intuitive messages that are coming in, the things that are being revealed to you, because there's a realization in there. You see the keyhole here? It's showing you your path forward. It's showing you what door you need to unlock and move forward towards for your own self, for your own growth, for your own just self-realization, okay? Now on the bottom here we have assessing. So yeah, you've already been kind of stepping back from the whole situation going, do I really want to do this? So I kind of feel like you're already slightly maybe subconsciously on the fence of whatever this is. And something during Scorpio season is going to just kind of trigger it over the edge and be like, yep, I'm done. I'm ready to go type of energy here.